start with this. But this is kind of a warm-up, but another thing to do is remind us what we have to do. And we change, partner up, and you have to not just do it, but you also have to receive the technique, as we call it. And at this point, this movement actually requires a lot of, there's a lot to it. It's like, I guess, when you play basketball, you always do a layup. You always do that. So now we've moved into a same little movement with a throw, and this also gets you warmed up to do a little roll. This rolling is very beneficial. Strengthens your inner muscles. And falling backwards is never a problem after this, because we do it all the time during practice. Aikido was invented or created by Morihei Ueshiba Sensei. We refer to him as O-Sensei in Aikido, which means great teacher. And O-Sensei's art, Aikido, is now spread throughout the world, internet organizations in almost every country, as far as Beijing, Shanghai, Vietnam, Thailand, of course Europe. It's prolific in Europe. Almost any country you go to in Europe. And it's begun to gain great popularity in Russia and Romania. And of course here in Hawaii, we have one of the oldest Aikido organizations here in Hawaii. Aikido first came to Hawaii in 1953. So here you'll find many older gentlemen who have been practicing for a big time. What we're doing here is a basic pin. Yeah? All from the same grasp of the wrist. This is a training technique. Yeah? These are meant for conditioning and to learn the art. Aikido is a system or a way of mental and physical conditioning, training, that has come down through Japanese culture, passed on through the traditional martial combative ways. So these moves have their essence in actual combat that was used on the battlefield of Japan. This one is called Iriminagi. It's a fundamental throw that we do, one that we work on all the time. There's so many variations to any technique. We are doing the attack here from a grasp, from the same wrist. Getting a little more vigorous as we go along. How long does it take to get to do this? Well, normal training will get you to this point in about a year or two. This is a wrist return technique. It can hurt if you do it improperly. But what we do need to have in Aikido is very strong joints. And a characteristic of Aikido is that we work on a lot of wrist techniques. And so our wrists become very supple and much stronger. Joints can become stronger. This is this particular technique is one in which you throw and pin. And this pinning is very important for us as a focus. We pin our partner because this is how we think of it as we save our partner, where we will neutralize an attack. Whereas, as opposed to punching, kicking, or slashing or stabbing someone, which is rather final, but a pin allows you to control and neutralize the attacks. Now, G has done it with a different pin, stood up to do it, because the variations to everything. Now he sits and does it. Aikido can be practiced by both men and women. We practice well into, what shall I say, advanced years. I still train. I still get on the mats and move around. And I credit doing this with keeping me lively, because it really is for us a great deal of fun. This is Shifonage. This is one of the more vigorous techniques we have. This particular throw comes to us from another martial tradition. We call this the four-direction throw. And this particular throw we train in a lot because it can be a bit complex, or it can be very simple depending on how you wish to approach it. It's not a matter of just twisting the arm, it's a great deal of unbalancing and positioning that is going on. And then of course there are variations which we work with. We train over at the Still and Moving Center on Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock. If you feel like you'd like to come and try one, the first lesson is of course free. Please come down and join us. You don't need any special clothing, just sweats and come on, let's try. Have a little fun. Okay, thank you guys.
All right, let's hear it for the Aikidoists here. All right, next up we have a couple.